Welcome. Samantha's here. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I bid thee welcome. There is a subscribe button below if you would like to help support this channel by subscribing, and also a bell to be notified as to when I upload more content. I'm coming to you from Ghana country, and as such, I acknowledge the Ghana people of the Adelaide Plains as being the traditional custodians of this land. So I just want to talk very briefly about the mystery of magic, because magic, as we know, is a mystery. We may not actually know how it works, but it does, especially for those of us who believe in it. And science has yet to in order to understand whether it's mind control, whether it's an illusion, or whether it's something completely different. But that doesn't actually detract from the fact that it works. Just because science can't understand the whys, that doesn't detract from this fact. However, what science has been able to record is that the energies that are involved in creation and success of magic actually exist. Yet it cannot explain how this energy is manipulated in order to change our realities and conformity to our will, to our desire. And it comes down to energy as well as the energetic field that, I guess, surrounds any innate object, including us, which we probably more commonly refer to as the auric field or the auric body. And this has an interplay with other auric fields and other energetic auric bodies. When it comes to magic, it's quite difficult to properly explain it. It's something that you have to experience it, you have to perform it to truly understand it. And this is because within magical esoteric practices, not everything is black or white. One good analogy that I like to use is that there's lots of shades of grey, depending on the very lightest shade of grey, which can be almost white, right through to the darkest shade, which is almost black. And magic, especially within contemporary witchcraft, is often described as in between the worlds, so to speak. It's of this realm, but it's not of this realm. And in order to successfully perform magic, you must be comfortable working in this in-between stage, I guess, in order for magic to actually exist. We are dealing with a lot of unseen in between realms. There's got to be a belief beyond the normal, a belief in alternating paradigms, alternating worlds. And these are things that are often not able to be perceived by the masses. Therefore, they are often considered to be non-existent or even taboo, where, depending on organizations or religions, where only sort of high-ranking officials have access to, because these high-ranking officials allegedly have undergone some sort of in-depth study or training to tap into that magic, those energies. And if a lay person, an uninitiated, someone who hasn't done this training, should actually stumble upon, have access to such knowledge, in the past, this was often punishable, sometimes even by death. And this started a division between magic for the masses, normal magic, folk magic, everyday magic, and then only a select few who were in control of the magic. Sounds like something out of sci-fi or fiction. But when you think about it, a lot of what we have out there in our myths, in our folklore, even in the so-called made-up stories, there's always an element of truth. That idea, that concept has to have resonated or originated somewhere. We do not and really should not have to explain or even justify why our magic works, why or how we travel between the worlds, between the realms, especially to lay people, especially to outsiders, especially to even to the curious, because really that is not the important aspect. The important aspect when you do magic is that you do it and that it actually works. This is because lying in that grey space, that in-between space of proven and disproven, unproven, there's a lot of, I was going to say parables, but it's not parables, but potentialities, other change. And it's there that the more that you try and suppose scientifically delve into the mysteries, the more you need to loosen your grasp on reality, what we deem as reality. And this reality is actually the foundation upon which we achieve results, often done through practice and experience. And it varies depending on person. Like belief in the gods, we, as in contemporary witchcraft majority, not everybody, know that they exist, yet they cannot be scientifically proven. And when you think about it, some things, after all, are better left as mysteries. And these things which are left as mysteries can be experienced, therefore, through hope, faith, free will. And this, after all, is what fuels magic. The fact that it is a mystery that is left to be utilized, consumed, understood, cast forth by the pure act of will, intent, belief. We need to also keep in mind that the mind is probably one of the most powerful tools that we have. And we can see this even externally with the rise popularity in mind control, mind enhancement techniques like NLP, affirmations, working on the mind and understanding how the mind works. And when we're talking about magic, it's all of these things put together: belief, hope, determination, energy, in order for something to manifest. And we can't really explain how that works. Because some things are just born in the shadows and they remain in the shadows. And this is where, I guess, the true power of a witch lies, or even a magician. Because when we, I guess, scientifically analyze it, shine the proverbial light on the mysteries to show them up, we then actually run the risk of them disappearing completely from our grasp. We have sort of crossed that boundary. They no longer become a mystery. And part of the mysteries is the exploration, the journey that we go through to reach the end goal. And I guess in a way, this sort of encapsulates what magic is about, what understanding magic is, and how it connects everything else. I know I do on this channel, I do talk a lot about energy. I do weave into my magical practices energetic healings and the concept of auric fields and chakras and other things that may seem not 100% connected to contemporary witchcraft. But contemporary witchcraft, when you strip it back, like other forms of witchcraft, other forms of magic, at the essence of it is all about energy. And to sort of highlight that, understanding where your own purpose is built upon, how you perceive this, your own relationship, your own belief in God's the other, the whole process of magic in itself. And if you don't have the sort of sense of wonder, if you need to know all the minute details, if you have to be very logical and have step-by-step processes, then when things come outside those parameters and there's no scientific, academic interpretation or understanding of it, then you truly know you have stepped into the mysteries of magic.